NathanIvey.com. Mr. Ivey know the show must go on. And far as Cincinnati, man, I put on. Tunes made another flame beat for me to cook on. Raised dogs, close fish, yeah, too strong. Team AI, chop it up at the chop shop. Top notch with the king flow, the hot shot. Cop squats in, listen to the real, jumping like hopscotch. Nobody harder than, oh, no, think not. Not only citywide, but nationwide. Superlatives, keep it locked like them Haitian guys. Put the truth in the airwaves, we talk about it. Brand new like the templates, let's be about it. Who got the info by the AM? John O. B. the rapper, got them jamming when they play him. Staying in my lane, they ain't gotta okay him. Who the host with the scoop? Yeah, they gon' say him. Ivy, so superlative like a bag of Grippos. Show you where the bricks at, Cincinnati Reds at. One time where my people at. Team NI where my people at. It's the 513, yeah, you know the flow. What's the word, Nate? Let them know the show. One time where my people at. Team NI where my people at.
Happy Friday, everybody. Welcome back. Happy Friday, everyone. Welcome back. I hope that you're doing well. Welcome back to the Nathan Ivey Show, where nothing is funnier than the truth. Men are allowed to be men, and lames get their planes shot down like John McCain. The wise words of Jay Electronica. Good morning to you. On today's show, among other things, I do plan on talking about numerous things this morning, and you've got me for about an hour, maybe 90 minutes. I'm just taking back a little bit of time. You know, we went so hard during the run-up to the election season, and I'm dedicated to the audience. And even after the passing of my mother, I didn't take any time off. But now I want to reclaim just a little bit of time for myself in the morning and a little bit of personal time. And I hope you can understand that, because I don't want to leave you holding. You know, we do this show because, you know, people like it and they definitely get something out of it. I want you to start your day right, your morning motivation. I mean, all of that. Like, I'm here for it. I believe it. It means a whole lot to me. But like I said, just give me a little bit of grace and space, and I'll be back, and hopefully better than ever with a regular schedule starting on perhaps Tuesday. I may take a little bit of time on Monday as well. Again, just give me a little bit of latitude, choppers. Like I said, had a personal tragedy happen. Is that the right way to look at it? Personal tragedy. Again, life and death are intertwined, but let's just say we lost somebody very close to us, Chairman Mom. I take no time off because I'm dedicated to what we do here. And I feel like we provide something that nobody else is and can, quite honestly. I'll say it again, family. We are pioneers in this. We are pioneers in this. Good morning to you. Yes, my name is Nathan. You can see it right there. Good morning to you. Only God can judge me. Only God can judge me. Sometimes you got to lean on God. I'm no different. I do believe. I'm less of a religious person and more of a spiritual person. I feel like I have a personal relationship with God. We can weed out the middleman. Some folks might need that. I don't really need that. And I ain't saying hating on nobody, because, you know, you got to do what you got to do. Yeah, my son dropped that off. That is not mine. That is not my Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtle thing. I don't get down like that. He put that there yesterday, and we're at home. I'm broadcasting live from a secret location, my home studio, and it is my pleasure to be with you. My pleasure to be with you. Last night, I hope you got a chance to watch the Black Political One-on-One event. And you had Cedric Denson, and Ozzie Davis, and Celeste Treese, and Cam Hardy. They all came together and put this together. I think it's a fabulous idea. It was over at Bar 29. It's at 4040 Reading Road. And actually, the live stream went way longer than I anticipated. We had only anticipated and planned to go for 2 hours, but it went longer. And I'm here for the cause. I'm here for the cause. So I was willing to do that and to make sure we had a quality stream. And if you got a chance to check that out yesterday, I'd love to get your thoughts about it. Do you like those kind of things? Um, I talked with the folks behind it. They plan on doing more of those kind of events. CDM was very proud to be a part of it. We may be a part of it in the future. I have no idea. I'd love to. We'll see how it goes. But aside from that, I love those kind of events, and I plan to do more of that. I plan to do a lot more. I got so many ideas, and now it's just go time. It's just go, 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 go time. So if you got a chance to watch Black Politico, I'd like to get your thoughts on it. Your thoughts mean a whole lot. And if you didn't, I want you to tap into it and then check it out. I thought it was great. I thought again, I'm looking more of the more technical aspects of it. I didn't really get a chance to hear everything because I had earplugs on. After many, many years of radio, my ears are very sensitive, and being in loud spaces can be uncomfortable. So I usually wear earplugs or headphones or a combination, and so I can't necessarily hear everything that was happening. And I haven't got a chance to watch it. I came home, got a workout in, hit the bed, so I could be up early with you this morning. So I didn't get a chance to hear everything, but I thought that it was quality, though. I thought it was quality all the way around in terms of the questions and a lot of elected officials, some folks that didn't win. Liz Ty, I'm not sure if that's the first interview she did since the election results, along with Rodney Hardin, were there. So for folks who are into that kind of stuff, because not everybody's into local politics, but I am. I'm into it. I'm heavily invested in it. I understand the importance of it. I'm here for that life. But for folks who are into that kind of stuff and you watch these kind of things, you're interested in these kind of personalities and what's going on in the city, you might find it to be very, very interesting. And I love that it's Black politicos. You already know. I love that. I love that. I love that. And everybody was there. I saw everybody. I mean, if I start naming names, I'm gonna leave people out. But I saw everybody. Saw Choppers was in the house as well, and it was overall. I thought it went well. I thought it went well from a technical aspect, and that's what my major concern is. I'll let those folks, the host. I was not on camera, which is great for me. I'm on cam every single day, but I thought that it was quality questions, quality conversations, and it's just it's us. It's Black folks. You already know I'm here for that. Um, and I thought it was interesting. And I want to say it again: we are carving our own lane, and there's no reason why we can't. And there's no reason why you cannot be a part of it on whatever level you want to be a part of it. I'm highly accessible, highly accessible. You can hit me with a direct message, just like that, and I will respond. And so if you've got ideas for shows and live streams, and man, my hands are full right now. There's just so many good creative people out there. And I've just been blessed to be in a position with a little bit of visibility so people can kind of see what we're doing. And I'm just working on a bunch of stuff. We'll put it that right there. Nothing else really to talk about until it's something to talk about. But I thought it was strong. Um, uh, I was very privileged to be a part of it as we're, fleshing out what we're doing here with Cincinnati Digital Media, Sin Digital Media. And I thought it was a resource for our community overall. And that's number one. I thought it was a resource for the community in general, all of Cincinnati, but for our community in particular. Um, just anybody. I mean, Gwen McFarland got a chance to speak. She's a chair of the Hamilton County Democrat Party. They even had a brother who's on the Republican side, which I thought was good for balance. And then a lot of the elected officials. You had school board members. You had a lot of city council members who came through and sat down with the team. And again, I didn't get a chance to hear everything. I'll watch it again over the weekend, and then I'll be able to give you more thoughts about it. But from what I heard, it was quality. It was definitely quality. It was definitely worth my time. Definitely, most definitely. And I hope they do more. And we'll see how that goes. I hope to be a part of it, just to promote and project what they're doing. Like I said, I mean, my interest at this point is connecting with people that's got great ideas and just promoting and projecting them. I get a real joy out of that. And but it was a good time. It was a good time. And if you didn't get a chance to attend any of those, I think I got a chance to attend two of them. I had a good time. A lot of people again, but I know a lot of folks in the room, and this is what I do. I like this. I like talking local politics and learning about what's going on and talking with the players and the elected officials. So it's easy for me. But if you can't get away or you're COVID sensitive, which I understand at some point, I had to put my mask on. Like, you, it's thick in here. I had to put that mask on, but again, I could do that because I'm just behind the scenes working things. And again, with technology these days, and a little know-how. In fact, a little bit more than that, you can make some things happen. But I thought it was strong, and you can watch it on Facebook right now. It was shared in a bunch of different places, but you can watch it. The source is going to be Send Digital Media, and if you haven't seen it, please check it out. Leave a comment or hit me with direct message. You may have some ideas like, well, Nate, maybe you do this and maybe you do that. Cool. Who knows? Might use the idea. You never know. I thought that was strong last night, so check that out. And then over the weekend, of course, coming up, you got Straight Talk Live with Edna Howe Parrish. That's right, Edna Howe is back. I grew up listening to Straight Talk every single morning, Sunday morning. I had to plug into it. There were some times where I got mad because they stopped the music, but Edna always makes it informative and interesting. And she's doing the same thing now in the digital space. You can watch it live here on Facebook on Sundays at 10 a.m. So if you used to be a fan of Straight Talk, or if you're just up early on a Sunday morning and you're looking for something interesting, you're looking for some substance, you want to learn a little something or just want to plug back in, Edna's just such she's a pro. She's just a pro. You know what I'm saying? And she's got a very pleasant, very easy to listen to and watchable style, right? And she always has a guest on that brings something to the conversation. Last week's conversation was, oh my God, it was so timely. Oh, so good. It was so good. This week's conversation will be no different. And we're digital now. So we do like a Zoom style type of thing where you can actually see people. That's what people are doing these days. So we're no different. And then on Sunday, that's at Sunday at 10 a.m. And then Sunday afternoon, check out the lovely ladies of Melanin Insight. So, what we're building here is a little bit different, But thank you for being here this morning. 513-873-7134. I feel like I'm coming down with something. I have a very strong immune system. I got that from Chairman Mom, RIP Chairman Mom, but always have. I'm not really a sickly kind of person, never really have been. Yeah, I get sick like everybody else, but it's very, very rare for me. And they say that when you're working out and eating right, it boosts your immune system even more. So when I start to feel the sniffles, I don't know what it is. I don't know if I got COVID. I don't know if it's the change in the weather and allergies. Living in Cincinnati, you're going to develop allergies. I'm no different. Every once in a while, I get a little mild case of allergies. It doesn't really hit me hard like I see other people. I guess it was all that government cheese back in the day, right? That WIC program. If so, thank you, WIC. Appreciate it. Raise your hand if you know anything about the WIC program and that government cheese. I know all about it. Boy, we used to dance a little ditty when they used to drop that food off, man. And wish I had them dropping that ish off right now. Save me some money. I got a 6-year-old. Whew. The wifey just the other day was like, he walked out with his plate. She was like, that boy can eat. I keep telling her, you ain't seen nothing yet. You ain't. Wait till he get about 15. It's gonna be a wrap. So we gotta save just to pay for food for Junior. But it is a blessing from God. It really is. I'm telling you, man, that's one of my joys. Is I get to wake up every morning and I say good morning to my beautiful family. And I go into my daughter's room. I say good morning to her. I go into my son's room. I say good morning to my wife. And then I get a chance to come down and say good morning to all you beautiful people, man. So I want to say it again. God is blessing me in ways that I don't really deserve, but I'm going to take it anyway. I'm going to take it. I'm going to take it. So a couple things. I'll say it again. If you miss Black Political, please check it out. And then in particular, send me any feedback you have. I am not sensitive. I'm not sensitive. I got very thick skin. So if you got a critique or whatever, listen, depending on how you package it. But if you got a critique or maybe an observation, something we can do or I can do better, hit me with a direct message. I will take it. I will definitely take it if it's takeable, most definitely. But then for your own education, um, you might want to tap into it. The stream's about a little bit over 3 hours long, but it's worth your time though. I think it's a lot of fun. I plan for more for that. J Lo claims Me Too moment with Wesley Snipes. You know, Jennifer Lopez, and she starred in a movie. It's actually a pretty good movie that's worth your time if you haven't seen it. It's called Money Train. And again, if you're listening for the first time, you'll hear me use that phrase, worth your time. I said again, time is the most precious commodity. There is nothing more important to me in my life. Time is way more important than money to me. Way more important. My time means everything because I ain't got a lot left. And with time, I can make money. So that's why when I'm giving reviews or talking about things, typically you'll hear me couch it that way. Is this worth your time? And that movie Money Train, I think they did a reboot of that? Somebody check. They do a reboot of Wesley Snipes, Jennifer Lopez. They were in a movie called Money Train, and it's like a heist film with a twist. But Jennifer Lopez took a trip down memory lane. Memory lane. She took a trip down memory lane recently. Yeah. Thank you, daughter. Thank you. She's correcting my, my language. It's going to take about 10 minutes for my synapses to start firing this morning. But she recently took a trip down memory lane. Is that good, daughter? Thank you. Damn, Warner Hill students think they know everything. Yeah, think they know everything because they go to Warner Hills. Check yourself, boo. What you got on? Let me see. Oh, look at you. Oh, okay, representing the Eagles. Okay. Okay, great. 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 You hit them teeth with the mouthwash and all. You flossing everything. Oh, look at you. She said, don't play with me. There you go. You're flossing without your daddy telling you to. Okay, be careful. Look at her flossing. What the hell? She in here flossing and everything. We doing good. This is a family show on some level. This is really an adult show. It's really very an adult. This is very, very adult show. But you know, I have children. They come in. You have children. It's got a family. It's an adult show with a family element. Put it that way. And I'm doing so much better with my language. I'm doing so much better. Don't touch the mic, baby. That's who? Donatello? Who is that? Raffaello. That's Raphael? Yeah. Raffaello? It's Raphael. It's Raffaello, okay. I think you should put your shoes on before your mom comes downstairs. No, don't put that on daddy's face. I just said don't put it on daddy's face. You're going to just take the latitude anyway, huh? All right. Oh, you can put it back over there. It's out of camera. Oh, you're knocking my little signs down. Thank you, son. Thank you, son. Appreciate you, son. Appreciate that. He just do whatever you want to do. It's his show, right? What you get with a 6-year-old. Anyway, Jennifer Lopez recently took a trip down memory lane. And she was talking about what appears to be like a Me Too type moment with Wesley Snipes. So this is going to be a problem that I have with the Me Too movement. A problem. Okay. In general, I have no problem with people speaking their truth. If you feel like, you know, somebody has did something to you in like an employment situation and you've been taken advantage of, you got every right to speak your piece. I stand with the victims. I stand with the victims 1000%. But I do have a problem with the Me Too movement. I want to share that with you this morning. All right. If you want to chime in, 513-873-7134. So, you know, they did this movie together called Money Train. Let me see if I can find some cover art for you because visuals mean everything. Visuals mean everything. It was a good movie. I liked it. This guy had Woody Harrelson in it. Remember Woody Harrelson? He was in the movie. This is like Wesley. This is like Jennifer Lopez's first movie, right? Remember she was a fly girl back in the day? Yeah, culture is so deep. Our culture is so deep. Can't nobody tell me, man, that Living Color wasn't a thing, though. You can't say nothing to me. I was glued every week. I had to watch that, man. It had a little bit of everything. They had the fly girls dancing. No, I'm not going to give that to you. No. There it is. That's Money Train right there. That's the cover art for it. You got Wesley Snipes over her right shoulder, and then you got Woody Harrelson over her left shoulder. And as I understand it, I think were they police officers or something? I think Wesley and Woody were police officers, and basically they robbed the train, basically. Something like that. Somebody was a police officer. Maybe Jennifer Lopez was a police. Maybe they were all police officers, right? But they was like dirty cops with good hearts. You know what I'm saying? They were dirty cops because they were stealing, but they really were good people. I mean, what you want them to do? Turn down the opportunity to steal money? And I think this was like some money that was going to be destroyed or something. There's like a lot of movies like that, where it's like a heist movie, and the money that they're stealing is not from a bank. It's like the Federal Reserve takes money and it burns it or something like that. They're like, how you gonna burn $10 million? I can use 10 million. And so, they're like doing criminal behavior, but you like them because they're not really criminals. They're really good people presented with a really hard to pass up opportunity, right? Well, how you gonna pass that up? All you gonna do is burn it. I might as well steal it from you, right? Nothing like that. And I can't even remember if there's a love scene in the movie, but apparently Jennifer Lopez, she's been holding on to this for a second. She said she felt violated during her love scenes with Wesley Snipes. She said that basically that when she first read the script, there was no love scene in it, and they wrote it in afterward. And that when she did it, she was nude under the covers with him, and he had a sock over his penis. He had a sock over his penis, and it was like everything else was skin on skin contact. And she said he was filling her up and doing all this stuff, and she felt uncomfortable. She said the only reason why she did it is because she was new in the game, and Wesley was a star, and it was an opportunity. But looking back, she felt like, she was, and she used the term violated. And she said after that, she pledged to never, ever work with him ever again. And I don't think they did. I don't think they did. And then she made a comment, quote, so here's this famous actor basically humping my leg and pawing away at my breast and kissing them. It was awful. I felt violated. I swore I'd never work with him again. He's not done too well lately anyway, so maybe that's karma. What? Now, why she have to throw that in there? He's not done too lately anyway. We know that Wesley went to jail for tax evasion. All these rich white dudes and rich folks in general evading their taxes, but this brother goes to jail. I say pay your taxes. Whatever the laws are, abide by the laws. That's what I say. Just keep it 100 and do what you got to do. Those are the laws. Those are the laws. Okay. But what do you make of this? What do you make of this? What the hell? This happened like 20 some years ago. Now, I don't think there's an expiration date on speaking your truth. If it was a million years ago, if that's your truth, that's your truth. You should speak your truth. I 100% stand for the victims. But I'm like, yo, what's up with Jenny from the block? She ain't from the block no more. And is it possible that you might have an actor like a Wesley Snipes who could use the fact that he's doing a love scene as an opportunity to grope up and fill up on a woman? It's absolutely possible. I don't know if he did it or not. I just felt like, and I've seen, here's my problem with, a problem with the Me Too movement. Okay, because I generally have no problem with the Me Too movement. It's just a problem that I have is that I've read stories like this before where you have primarily women that make these decisions to like go along with certain situations, and they feel bad about it, and they go along with it, they do it. It's nebulous. It's not a clear cut, because this ain't clear cut. Like, let's say everything she's saying is true, right? This ain't really clear cut. I mean, we don't know if Wesley was trying to take advantage of the situation and fill up on sis, or if he was just a hell of an actor and he wanted to bring passion. In the interview, she said that Wesley was like gassing her head up, right? In her opinion, and telling her stuff like, well, you got to make this really passionate. This could be your money shot. If you don't really deliver a really passionate love scene, then the movie's not going to sell. Now, let's stand back here. How do you feel about love scenes in movies? It depends. love scenes happen in real life. So I'm not really a saying. I've heard people say, "Oh, it's too much sex in them." I mean, it depends on whether the sex works. Is it natural? Does it go along with the natural flow of whatever the world they kind of create? Like I said, I'm an adult. I like adult things. So, and I'm a man. M, capital A, capital N. I is a man. So I shit. Kids sleep. Yeah, I'm cool with that. I'm cool with that. Go ahead. If it makes sense. I mean, it can be gratuitous. But in general, people like love scenes. People love to see the sexy female star and the sexy male star hook up. People like that kind of stuff and kissing and all that kind of stuff. Real life love making is rarely like that. It's rarely that pretty and perfect, right? Everybody got perfect bodies and everything. Everything fit perfectly. hmm It ain't always like that in real life, is it, ladies? You ain't got to say no names. Don't say no names. Don't say no names. Mm-mm. You ain't gonna do that. But what do you think? What do you think? I mean, my problem with it is, it's like what? It's like Jenny, you did this. So I can see you being mad at yourself because that happens to me a lot. Like sometimes I'll be in situations and I don't follow my first mind, and that shit'll burn me up for a while. You know what I'm saying? Like, you ever do that before? Like, you in a situation and you don't follow your first impulse, and then later you like, damn, I should have did this, or I should have did this, or I shouldn't have done that, or I shouldn't have done this, right? You ever feel that way? I think a lot of people have. And I can get that, but how you gonna put this all on Wesley Snipes? And that has happened before. I've read Me Too-esque style type Me Too-ish stories before, and it's like, sis, you did that. All you had to do was say, I'm not gonna do it. Now, had you said no, and then they're like pressuring you and force you, that to me qualifies as like me too. That's me. But maybe I don't know. I'm not a woman. Okay. I've never been, I have been sexually pressured by women before. I have, I must admit. Yes, I have had female bosses push up on me, and it can be very uncomfortable. And you're like, I'm gonna have to give her some just to keep this damn job. It happens to men too. It does. It does. But hey, well, good morning to you, Cedric. I thought it was great. I thought y'all did a good job. Again, I couldn't hear everything, so I can't really speak in detail as to all the questions of Black Political. But in general, what I did pick up, I thought it was really good energy. I thought it for the questions that I could hear, I thought were good. I was focusing on making sure that we maintain a quality connection versus via video and audio, and that our overlays were correct. I'm notorious for misspelling things. If I misspelled people's names, I think I did get Mika Owens' name wrong at first. There's two E's, not one. That's all on me. I'll make sure I do better. But I was more worried on that end of it. But in general, I thought it was a good time. I thought it was a good time, most definitely. Um, and looking forward for more. I thought it was good. I'll say it again. Anything that's for us, I'm here. I'm here for it. Let me take that off there. You know I'm Nathan. I don't even put my name down there. It's up there in the top left corner. It's the Nathan Ivey Show. But that's a problem I've had with some of these Me Too-ish type stories where it's really, you can't get you. I can understand being mad at yourself, but you can't project that onto somebody else and get mad at them because you decided to go do something. That was on you. Next time, don't do it. Put it squarely where it is. And then Jennifer Lopez loved her some black men when she was coming up. She loved the brother. She loved the Wesley. She loved Diddy. She's all over Diddy's arm with braids. Now she didn't drop J-Lo. She Jennifer Lopez. She big time now. Ain't seen her with a brother. I mean, that's her choice. I'm not telling her to date anybody outside of what she finds is comfortable and acceptable and whatever she likes. I'm just making a general point here, which may or may not have merit. I ain't here to tell you every flow got merit to it. Sometimes it's just me talking ish. Well, a lot of times. I fully admit it. A lot of times it is. But that's a problem I have with it. You know what I'm saying? Like, don't go along with the plot and then get in your feelings and then start blaming the person that you was in the plot with. Don't do that. That's back when Wesley was a star. I'm gonna say it again. I know they got this new Blade coming out, but that first Blade, I'm talking about the very, very first Blade, classic. That was the beginning of the MCU, the Marvel Comics universe. Everybody loved Avengers. Everybody seen Thanos with the gauntlet, the Infinity Gauntlet. All of that started with the Black Man. It did, Blade, and it was a really dope movie at the time. He was so cool. He was so cool. Yeah, and then what was it? Steven Dorff played opposite him, the little vampire dude. Oh, it was so La Magra. Remember that La Magra? Oh, that was classic, classic, man. Oh, it was some good shit right there. Oh, Lord, forgive me for my brash delivery. Oh, I'm trying to do better. Y'all just don't know. I'm a changed man. So y'all think y'all know me, but you really don't know me. You really don't. There's a whole other side of me that is not good for the world, and I'm just so grateful that my wifey is here. I'm telling you, that woman is such a blessing to me. Oh my God, I tell her every day. Tell her every day. She is such a blessing to me. She has no idea what she do because I don't spare my thoughts. I tell people exactly how I feel at all times. You always know how you feel. You always know where you are with me. Always. Always. I give people their flowers every single day. When I see people out, I congratulate them. You know what I'm saying? When I'm on Facebook and I see people doing big things, I hit them with that congratulations. I hit them with a direct message. See you, sis. See you, bro. Keep it going. I'm all about that encouragement and that motivation because why not? Why not? But back to this though. Look at Wesley, man. Oh, you damn. Look at that black chic. Excellent. I see you. Out here fighting Lamagra, saving the world. Yeah, I just want to make that point because everybody's into the Marvel universe now, but it started with Blade. That was the first Marvel big splash movie because Blade is a Marvel character. I used to be in the Blade as well. You can't see it, but off camera up there, I just keep it here, just like I like to keep that energy around me. I got some Black Panther. I used to all the black characters and the X-Men. I was into. I was into that because those was the dopest storylines, and it had us in it, so I was all into it. The X-Men were made, anything about the history of the X-Men, it was made on some levels to mirror the plight of the civil rights movement. And so it drew me in. Nikki writes, he has creepy crawler tendencies. What? 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 Nikki, what? What you mean? Akeem writes, good morning. Nate, you tripping. How we on J-Lo and Wesley Snipes and you haven't touched the Rittenhouse or McMichael's trial all week? You tripping, bro. So what are we missing, Akeem? What should we talk about? I think the most startling thing about it is the fact that you had basically an all-white jury with only one black juror. Okay, so now I brought it up. Now what? Where you want to go with this? Now I brought it up. I mean, because we've been talking about the need for reforms in our system in terms of how we get our we put people on the jury for a long time. I mean, I done spent hours upon hours talking about that in Hamilton County where I live. So again, send me a link. I mean, what do you want to talk about? Call me up, Akeem. I'm an open book, man. It's a Friday too, and I'm only going to be here for a short time. So again, brother, you feel free to bring up and call in or drop a link, whatever you want to talk about. We might flow into it. I'm down with it. But what else is there to talk about? I just don't get it. If we're gonna talk about that, I think we should be having a longer conversation about how we reform the way we do judges. I'm sorry, the way we get people on juries in Hamilton County. Which, I mean, I'm on the cutting edge of that and have always been. But what are we missing, Akeem? I'd love to talk about. Today's Friday, man. I don't want to talk about all that heavy stuff all the time. We got plenty of time. I think I spent years and will spend more years talking about it. Today, right here, I want to soften it up a bit and talk about some things of other interest. But again, feel free, bro. Let me put the number up for you. 513-873. Put the number in there. Feel free to call in and set that. Let us get it started. Let's go. Feel free, brother. Let me change those colors up a little bit. I'm down for it. There we go. There he is. Yeah, there it is. Call on in, Akeem, and then we can get into it, bro. I'm here for it. Most def. You got me for until about 8:30. I gotta make a move. I got a dentist appointment today. I got some other things I gotta run around and do today. And It's a Friday, and I'm just gonna take some time for me, and really, I'm gonna spend a few hours a day doing nothing. I don't want to think. I don't want to do nothing for about 2 hours today. I already got it scheduled on my little not doing nothing time today, and I'm gonna do that. I'm gonna do that. I'm not gonna do a damn thing for about 2 hours today. I ain't thinking about nothing. I'm not talking to nobody other than the wifey and the family, of course. Because my brain is just filled with so many things, and then I put so much energy into being as well versed as I possibly could be about this election and everybody. I mean, when I'm doing those forums, it's just like you binge a lot of information, and it's still all in here, and I just want to flush it all out so we can get to the next thing. And now that we're beyond election season, we're actually going back into another election season with the midterm elections coming up. So we got to talk about that. But again, this show will never just be about politics. You know, it. I don't know what to tell you. This show will always be about, say it with me, people, politics, and pleasure. And today we're going to talk about people and pleasure just a little bit. So give us a little bit of latitude here, okay? But here's the number if you want to call in Akeem or anybody else, and there's things that you think that we should be talking about. Feel free to hit it because I'm well versed. Even though you don't hear me talking about it, doesn't mean I don't know about it. And if I don't know about it, then maybe you can educate us this morning. I'm down with that. So there's a number 513-873-7134. Always welcome on a Friday to shoot whatever you want to talk about straight into, the bloodstream of the show. Let's go back to the phones or to the phones this morning for the first time. Hey, good morning and welcome.
Good morning, Nate. What's going on?
What up?
It's Daryl from Atlanta.
What up, Daryl from
What's
Atlanta? How
up,
you doing,
man?
brother?
All right. Hey, man, you don't owe us no explanation. You deserve that time, bruh. So,
Most def.
I know I gave my condolences to you and your family, but I want to say that once again, and you made me reflect on my relationship with my mother. So, thank you for being transparent about this situation, because it probably impacted more people than you know. So, thank you for that. This is the first I heard about this J-Lo thing. I didn't even see that. Where did you pick that up? I mean, the story, because I thought that would have been played up a little bit more.
Yeah, I mean, it's there's like media outlets that are reporting it. I'm on Hot 97 right now. But a lot of folks are reporting it right now.
Oh, okay. I've been like you said, I've been so much into the politics thing, and you can get burned out on that. So it's good to change it up. But that thing I sent you the other day about that gerrymandering in Ohio, ooh, man, that was deep, man. That map, man, they trying to cut, they trying to cut, when I say us, I'm talking about black people, they trying to cut all the power out of for black people. I mean, that congressional map was sick.
Yeah.
I told you the Republicans this is a power game, people. Get over your feelings about certain issues. I know, some issues are closer than others to your heart, but this is a power play. I mean, you know the term taxation without representation. That's what that Ohio gerrymandered map looks like. Congressional map looks like. I mean, that's crazy. I'll end it here, man. I got a song for you. You ready to hear it?
I don't know, man. I don't know. I don't think so. But you're gonna do it anyway, so go ahead, bro.
I'm gonna do it, man. I'm not the greatest singer, but it's a little bar here. Fame, I'm gonna bitch forever. I'm gonna learn how to cry, like the sorry Wolfie is, always talking about somebody and their sexuality. Why don't you go find some business, deal with your own stuff, deal with your own issues, and quit being a weakling, you simpleton motherfucker. Peace.
Jesus Christ, I don't know what we're doing here. I don't know what we're doing. I would just say let's keep the kids in mind. If the children are listening, at least give us a heads up. Okay, be like, hey, listen, I'm gonna drop some bars, Nate. That way you can let the kids know. Here, the kids should be. They're still traveling. I'm very sensitive, so I didn't know that was happening. Man. Speaking of which, Fame was there last night. It's been a minute since I seen my brother. It's been a minute. He was out there with the people yesterday at Black Politico. Yeah, the next time you do, you should step out. You should step out and support and just, see people. If you, again, you might be COVID sensitive. I'm COVID sensitive as well, but I'm working, I'm building. So I'm willing to take a few risks here or there. Plus, I'm fully vaccinated and I'm very healthy. I'm very healthy. So I feel pretty good. Akeem was trying to call in, but Akeem, call me right back because I definitely want to hear your flows, brother. Call me right back. I'll put you straight on. All right, there's a number, 513-873-7134. Because now that you brought it up, I do want to hear your thoughts. And I think it is worthy of conversation. It's not my primary focus this morning, but it's definitely worthy of conversation. But for me, I think what we should do is take that conversation and localize it. So what does that mean for us here in Hamilton County? And where is that? Where is the needle in terms of having a better way to select our juries in Hamilton County? Because I think that's what Black folks and concerned people across the nation, that's what you should take from that story about Cal Ritten or Ahmaud Arbery, is how are juries selected where you live? And what are you going to do about it? I think that's the conversation, in my opinion. But Akeem, call me right back. I did see you, man. I'm just running a one-line operation at this point. I might do a multi-line system pretty soon. That'll come with some expense. But right now, this is good for what we're doing. Good morning. Welcome to the show.
Nate, it's been a long time. I
It
should have
has,
kept
man. Hey, brother Akeem, Prince of Zamunda.
you.
Welcome, brother.
Yeah. AKA King Cobra Speaks.
Right.
AKA, AKA All Black Everything.
I love it. What's up, brother?
Oh, not much, man. As much as, we love the tea being spilled on folks, we got to remember we can't be distracted on what's going on in the real world. You know what I'm saying? So
I hear you.
all I'm saying, we on Jalen Wesley Snipes from something from the 90s. What movie could that have been? I don't know. But let me first say congratulations to you, Sin Digital Media. I caught the live last night, Yard Bar 29. I was impressed and everything, man. Condolences to you and your family with the loss of your mother. You know what I'm saying? Got a lot of issues going on with my mother at the same time, man. So you gave a brother a lot of strength, just seeing you doing what you do, continuing your podcast and, grieving at the same time, man. But to get on point what I'm talking about, man, Rittenhouse and the McMichaels trial, man, here we go again. Same old song. Now, if we concentrating on tea being spilled on other folks and what's going on and gossip, shall I say, are we gonna be ready to line dance during these trials? Or are we loading buses just to go down there and congregate as forgiving Negroes and everything when that verdict comes that they're not guilty or the sentences are very lenient for the crimes? Yeah, man. When are Black people gonna really take a stand like them 400 Mawuzo gang cats down there in Haiti, man? When are we gonna take a stand like that? Because as much as America doesn't negotiate with terrorists, they sure did negotiate with them cats that hacked that gas line. So it's just weird that we gonna continue to just march, kumbaya. Well, now it's step in the name of love. You know what I'm saying? They on murals, line dancing and suits, and everybody doing their thing or whatever. But come on, Nate. I mean, it's either we gonna continue to talk about it now, or we gonna keep talking about the pleasures and
and then tea being spilled on folks and be distracted, and shit's gonna continue to happen. Man. So yeah, I'm kind of taking my 8-minute walk back, like, from wall to wall, right now since I'm on the job, man. But yeah, man, I mean, it's just when is enough is enough, you know. You hear, man? Am I still on?
Yeah, I'm here, brother. I'm letting you get your flow in. I'm listening, learning.
Hey, it's been a minute, I haven't called in a while, I've just been the elephant out in the grass, trying to avoid the wolves and the, and the this is calling what they are, haters or whatever, Change is good, but we have to take a stand, and I think it's time for us to step it up a little bit. So I see we got a whole new council in there,
Yeah,
and I'm gonna hold cats accountable. I'm gonna hold cats accountable because I'm seeing what's going on around the world. You know what I'm saying? So I mean, as much as you want to touch on the local issues and all that, I'm like, yeah, cool, but change. I don't know, man. I'm just kind of, I don't want to say upset with my people, man, but I mean, where the people that's gonna take that real stand, like the 400 Mauzo gang, man? You got to start taking cats hostage, man, and to get what we want, man. I mean, all these other cats getting. Let's talk about it. Reparations, right? Let's talk about it. I mean, yeah, man. I mean, what we do? Do we have to continue to take the loss of a loved one? To get some equity out here, man. I mean, it's just wild, man. Like, yeah, you got the jury down there in the McMichael's trial. You had 1,000 folks that were summoned to, see if they were eligible to be on the jury or whatever, and you only get one Negro out of that. Come on, I mean, then you see how it's set up. So, like you say, yeah, we need to, get out there and vote to get these new, these old, good old boy, judges up out of there and bring in some new, fresh blood, to really, have some, I don't want to say, just be like come more down to earth though today versus the past rhetoric or the curriculum or how things are run in the justice system. I mean, come on, man. I mean, yeah, I'm just saying, man, it's just time to, more than just getting on buses and line dancing. It's time to start taking cats hostage, man, to get what we want. And, that 400 Mawuzo gang down in Haiti, I mean, yeah, you see your people get whipped trying to seek refuge, and you got Afghanistan's coming all over here, and everybody else get refuge, but when it's a darker color, oh, we get the whips. Come on, man. Oh, yeah, it's time to take some people hostage, man. Get what we want. When do we want it? Now. So, I ain't going to hold you up, man. I know you're trying to get up out of here. You ain't trying to do nothing today. You leaning back. I want to say what's up. Hey, Choppers, I know it's been a minute. I'm surviving the game, surviving COVID, all that good stuff, man. Fully vaccinated, waiting for a booster, because it does make me feel like the black Superman. You know what I'm saying? But it ain't enough sun in the daytime. So,
all right, Akeem. All right, brother.
I'm going to holler at you later, man. Hold it
thank
down,
you for the
brother.
call. Appreciate it. Something
all
to
right,
think about.
Man. Much love, Choppers.
Yeah, most def. That's a brother King. Prince of Zamunda. Prince of Zamunda is here. We got all kind of folks here, straight from Zamunda. Let me take a quick pause here. A quick pause, a word from today's sponsor, and then we'll come right back. And I got some thoughts about what Akeem had to say. Check this out.
Can't sleep.
It's hard to pay attention in school.
I say mean things.
I keep getting in trouble.
I bully other kids.
I'm just scared.
No one sees my pain.
Sometimes I want to die.
So many of our children are facing trauma, but instead of seeing their pain and fear, we're labeling them bad, troubled, delinquent, or criminal. Let's look beyond their behaviors. Let's get them the help they need by helping them address the trauma they're facing.
Help me feel safe.
See me for more than my behaviors.
Understand that my actions are...
Hold on, let's stop that. I don't think you heard the audio. Did you hear the audio? I didn't hear the audio. Let's try it again.
Can't sleep.
It's hard to pay attention in school.
I say mean things.
I keep getting in trouble.
I bully other kids.
I'm just scared.
No one sees my pain.
Sometimes I want to die.
So many of our children are facing trauma, but instead of seeing their pain and fear, we're labeling them bad, troubled, delinquent, or criminal. Let's look beyond their behaviors. Let's get them the help they need by helping them address the trauma they're facing.
Help me feel safe.
See me for more than my behaviors.
Understand that my actions are how I communicate my fears.
For more information, visit www.ohiostateofemergency.com. That's ohiostateofemergency.com.
Important work. Very important work. I mean, I think it could be groundbreaking. Just talking about trauma in a way that I really haven't heard people talk about it. And you should tap into it. Go to their website, ohiostateofemergency.com. And again, I want to make sure you know that that is sponsored by our friends over at Renew Community Church, because they really believe in what the folks at Ohio State of Emergency are doing. And if you're unaware of it, just go to their website and read about it. Just start right there. Just go to their website, read about it, read their proposal, read the bill that they are trying to get support for. They've already gotten some support, but of course need more support to push it over to get it passed. And decide for yourself as to whether you think it's a worthy idea. I think it is. I think it's worth your time and perhaps even worth your resources. But go check them out at ohiostateofemergency.com. All right, this morning. All right. So Brother Akeem called in and he said a lot of things, and I appreciate the call. And just a few things I want to say. He said we need to take people hostage. And I don't think he means that literally, because that wouldn't work. That's not going to work. But in terms of taking our money and our votes and our support hostage and not giving it up freely, we all know that. But I think that the next level is all about organizing. I think gone are the days where we pointing fingers and asking about what we gonna do. I think the time of today is what are you gonna do? I think that's what it's all about today. It's about what are you gonna do? It's about what Michael Jackson said, that man or that woman in the mirror. You know, we can't be talking about we need a revolution, then pointing fingers. If you think we need a revolution, then start it. Start it. Or join it. There's a lot of people out here doing dynamic work, even in Cincinnati. They might be doing something that you feel like, I want to be a part of that. Then join them. Get on their team. Hit them with a check. Volunteer. Coalesce. Build. And if you don't see anybody out there in a lane that you think we need, then build it. Then build it. That's why I'm not mad at the LGBTQ community. I'm not mad at TQ community. I'm not mad at anybody because they decided to coalesce and organize socially and or politically. Ain't nothing stopping you from doing that. Ain't nothing stopping we from doing that. Ain't nothing stopping us from doing that. So I think that's the next step. The next step is not when are we, it's when am I going to do that? You know, if you feel like somebody, man, we talked to this sister, man, who lost somebody. She lost her son. What did she do? She said, you know what? We're going to start a move. We're going to start a nonprofit to try to raise awareness about unsolved murders that are happening to other people's family members. She built it. She doing it. There's nothing stopping you from doing it. I know a whole bunch of people that started organizations. I think about Ashley Glass with Black Women Cultivating Change, just to say a few. I think about Rosemary's Babies. I think about Sister Iris. I think about all these people in this city that just build it. There's nothing stopping you from doing it. I know it might be scary. You might feel like I'm not going to get support, and you might not get supported first because, like, people, you know how people are. They like to see you really serious and really going to go the extra mile before they jump on in some cases. But you never know. Go build it. Go build it. So if you're upset about and outraged about what's happening with Ahmaud Arbery's trial, and I am too, and you're upset about Kyle Rittenhouse and what happened with the judge, and he knows that there was discrimination involved, but he's going to let it happen anyway. And I might be mixing the two, and if I am, then just correct me, disabuse me. Then what I would say that localize it and ask yourself where you live, what's going on, and what you can do about it. And you might be surprised. You might start that next thing. You never know. You might spark a flame out there. It is completely possible. It's completely possible. But then the other thing, I hear people saying this all the time, we can't get distracted. Nobody's distracted. I know people that is active on different levels. They never get distracted. Nothing distracts them. That's just a misnomer. That's just some stuff that people say they think is intelligent. We can't get distracted by talking about Jennifer Lopez. Nobody's being distracted. That's not how people that's really serious about things that they're doing work. They don't work that way. They never get distracted. Can you hear that siren? You hear that? Hopefully not. Hopefully not. But those are just my thoughts. I appreciate you. Appreciate you. This morning, I was talking about Jennifer Lopez. I'm going to get back to that. And she's claiming a Me Too type of moment with Wesley Snipes. And it just, to me, was an example to talk about a problem that I have with the Me Too movement. I don't have a problem in general with Me Too, because the Me Too is nothing more than people saying I was victimized. But I've heard these kind of things before where primarily women will go along with the game, go along with something that they feel like is wrong, never utter a word. They go along with it, never utter a word in protest, and then you want to get mad with the man or the people involved with it. Where'd that work? If you're going to be mad at somebody, be mad at yourself. But, people project a whole lot. I've learned that about adults. Adults project a whole lot. I mean, God darn it. People with insecurities is they have so much bravado in the front. They seem like they're the strongest, toughest people. They so insecure and feel all these feelings inside of them. And instead of doing the work and dealing with their inner issues, they want to project this bravado and these problems and pointing fingers and all this kind of stuff. The older I get, the more I see it. No, it's a shame too. It's a shame. And again, I stand with the victims, because usually 9 times out of 10, when I hear a story, I'm like, I believe her. I believe him. And oh, by the way, men can be victimized by Me Too as well. I've told this story. I had a friend who I guess women thought was attractive. He took a job working for a local nonprofit. He was working in the youth development world. And his black female boss was pushing up on him. She likes him. She liked what she saw. And he really wasn't feeling her like that. You know what I'm saying? That's the other thing about black men. Not every black man is ready to jump in bed with every single woman that shows kind of interest in him. Yeah, I do. Well, you can call it that. Yes. No. No. Someone, do I need something? I always need something. It's the wifey. I always need something. But anyway, so yeah, that's the big misnomer about black men. Not every black man, especially on the job, there's a lot of black men that got standards. They got standards. So my friend, he didn't respond to his female boss's advances. She made a rough for him. He had to leave the job. That was Me Too. This is men get pressed up on. Men get pressed up on by women too. It happens. It's not going to happen as much as men pressing up on women, and I'm not trying to say it does, but it happens. But you rarely hear about those stories, because men cry in the dark, as Michael Basin said. My friend he had to leave a job. He just felt so uncomfortable. He left his job. You'll never hear about it. He'll never go on the internet and talk about it. It just happens all the time. How many men in here have been pressed on the job by a female boss? She was pushing up on you. And you was like, damn, I don't want to do this. I don't want to do this. Right, it's the truth. Oh, man. Janice writes, those are some lyrics. Yeah. Oh, my God. Part of me hopes that Fame didn't hear that, because he just wild. That man is wild. Oh, my God. Why Glenn say rack him? Why you do that? Jenna writes, LOL. He's crazy. What the heck is he talking about? I'm not trying to stir the pot. I'm here for unity in the community, nothing else. I want unity. Y'all cracking up at this, man. Good morning to you, Nikki. Good morning, Crystal. Brother Flomani. I love that name. Brother the Ayatollah Flomani. Let me jump inside the chop shop.
Get to the chopper!
Ray writes, good risings, all. Ashley writes, good morning, Nathan and the Choppers. TGIF, we made it. Sharp writes, TGIF, Nate and the Choppers. Ray writes, we truly understand. We understand, Nathan. Self-care is very important. Thank you so much. Because I take this seriously. I take it very seriously. I take it very, very seriously. And I don't like to miss any time. Not at all. Nah, I don't. It's just that's how Chairman Mom made me. When I make a commitment, I want to see it all the way through. But yeah, I'm gonna definitely take some time. And then what happens is I love doing this so much, and I get on the air, and I'm like, well, shit, we can keep going because I always got things to talk about. Always. Show prep on this level is 24/7. It's 24/7. No, it wasn't last night. It was yesterday. He called in yesterday. I mean, Fame is a big supporter of the show. I love the brother. I love everybody. And you can agree, disagree with me. You can criticize me. You can give me the business, and it happens all the time. I get it worse than anybody, and it just comes with the territory. When you're gonna put yourself out in front of people like that, you got to take it. And I've developed very thick skin over the years. Very thick skin. I mean, I got a line like everybody else do, but I got very thick skin. So it is what it is. Nikki writes, good morning, everyone. Happy Friday. Keisha writes, Grand Rising Nate and Choppers. Bye, Jenny from the block. Oh, you ain't feeling that? Daryl writes, good morning, Nate and Choppers. Good morning to you, Daryl. How many people got a chance to check out, check this out right here. The Harder They Fall. I gave a non-spoiler review yesterday, and I got a couple DMs on that. People said they enjoyed it and made them want to watch the movie. And it's worth your time over the weekend. It's worth your time, in my opinion. If you're into Westerns and you like Black people in Westerns and you like that kind of stuff, and if you love you some Idris Elba, here he is again, ladies. Idris on a Friday on the Nathan Ivey Show. Oh, you don't get no better than that. Don't look into his eyes too much. Oh, let me take him off. He gonna glam you. You ain't gonna be able to go to work today. You got to stay home. You're gonna need some alone time. I already know. Again, I thought Black Political was great. I mean, very privileged to ask to be a part of it on any levels. I thought it was a good idea. I support good ideas that support our community in particular. And if you missed it, check out the live stream and then like and share it. And if you've got any critiques or comments with things that you think we could do better from a technical aspect or whatever, people got different levels of expertise. Please hit me with direct message because I'm an open book. I want to do the best possible quality I can do. And I can't get that thinking I'm perfect because I've already arrived. We ain't there yet. We are not there yet. But we will be soon. We going there soon, buddy. The Betting Public Sports Show writes, good morning, Choppers. This is absolutely putrid and disrespectful allegation from Jennifer, who had no problem singing the N-word. Did she sing the N-word? Where'd she do that? Tiffany writes, good morning, all. Good morning to you. Daryl writes, you deserve the time, Nate. You don't need to explain, bruh. No, I definitely do. Because this is a partnership. That's how I look at it. I'm not spitballing you. I'm not gaslighting you. Like, that's the way I look at it. You are what makes this show is gaining momentum. It's because of you. It's not just me. I do my part. I'm the captain of this. Absolutely. No doubt about it. My name's on the banner and all that kind of stuff, but it's the audience. And so, yeah, I do need to do that. And that's how I take things. I take things very, very seriously. Yo writes, good morning, everyone. Happy Friday. Pat writes, good morning. Brother Ozzy's in the house. He writes, thank you, Nathan Ivey. Sorry for the length last night. It was definitely a movie, only with CDM. Oh, absolutely. I'm here for it. Like I said, I support anything that supports us. Anybody that supports us, you already got a supporter, even if we don't know one another. That's what good local media does, in my opinion. That's just my style. But I thought it was strong. And I'm going to listen back to and hear more clearly all of the questions. I thought they dropped some gems too. And what I might do over the weekend is just break down some of the gems and then put that out. And I'll share with you, Ozzy and Cedric and your whole team. So you guys can put out those smaller bites. And I'm down. Just let me know. And we got to connect real soon for sure. Rodney writes, morning. It was great to be a part of it. Oh, absolutely, Rodney. I thought that a lot of a lot of grace. I'm a gracious winner and a gracious loser. You know what I'm saying? When you winning, you thank the people around you because nobody wins by themselves. And when you lose, you thank the winners. Simple as that. And you move on. You know what I'm saying? That's something that Brian Gary, I'm not trying to pile on because I know he's somewhere in his feelings, but that's something Brian Gary should have learned or should learn. I thought that interview he did, I never would have did that interview. And if I'm doing an interview, I'm not going to say the shit that came out of his mouth. All that sour grape stuff, it just makes people look at you a certain way. And it may not be the way that you really are, but it'll make people look at you sideways. And you don't want that. You don't want that. So again, I'm not sure. I don't know. I can't speak too much, but I'm going to leave it alone because it's a sensitive subject. And I like Brian Gary. I like him. I have a generally favorable opinion of him. And we'll see what happens in the future. Nat writes TGIF Choppers. Ronald writes, good morning, Choppers. Carmelita writes, good morning, Nathan and the Choppers. Hey, good morning, everybody. Good morning. Thank you for being here. Just as a heads up, we are an hour and 5 minutes into the live stream today. And I plan to do an hour, but let's say we go to like 8:30 this morning. I just need some time. I need some time just to do nothing. I don't want to do nothing. I might take a nap. I'm not exercising for like 2, maybe 3 hours a day. I ain't doing nothing. I might watch something on Netflix. I don't want to think, right? I don't want to think about the show. I don't want to think about future shows. It's going to be hard to do. I don't want to think about last night. I don't want to do nothing for about 3 hours today. All right. And just I don't know what I'm going to end up doing. That's going to be hard to do because my mind's going to start working like, damn, we got Straight Talk. We got Melody, and start thinking about the next thing. But that's what I plan to do today. So just a little bit of space and grace. I appreciate it. Deborah writes, good morning, Nate and the Choppers. Mrs. Love being Black writes, good morning, fellow beautiful smart choppers. Good morning to you. Nakia writes, good morning, everyone. Yo writes, I might take myself to lunch all by my lonesome today. And go just somewhere and get me I do got a little restaurant that the wifey and I go to, and I found a dish that I just can't get enough of. So I might just go treat myself to lunch and just sit there and do nothing. You know what I'm saying? I got to bring my own bottle of water because I don't drink out of people's glasses like that. It's nasty. It don't smell right. I told you I got a little OCD. Let me be me. Just a little bit. Just a little bit. That's it. Jeffrey writes, hey, Big Nate, hope all is well. Sorry to hear about the passing of your mother. May she rest I'm not sure what the H is. I'm not sure what the H is. But thank you so much, Jeffrey. I appreciate it. Naisha's in the house. Good morning. We got to catch up, Naisha. It's about that time. The election is over with. Now it's time to get to other things. But good morning to you. Gladys writes, good morning, Nate and the Choppers. Enjoy your weekend. I plan to. I'm probably going to just work out hard over the weekend and then start working on the next stuff. The election is passed, and now it's on to the next projects. And I got at least 3 projects that are up on the shelf that I think very highly of, and now I want to take them off the shelf and just get them done and get them out to the people. Lemmy writes, good morning. Yo writes, I was talking to Nikki. Charles writes, Grand Risings, Nate and the Choppers. Good morning to you. Listen, I just want to bring you nothing but positive vibes and motivations this morning. I'm not sure what you're working on, but whatever it is, you can do it. Remember, winners focus on winning. Stay focused. Take it 1 minute, 1 hour, 1 day, 1 week, 1 month, 1 year at a time, and you will get it done. Kelly writes, good morning. Just Teaches in the house. She raises her hand. I can't remember what the question was. I did ask a question. Adele writes, first I heard this story. Oh, first time. Okay. Yeah, Lemmy writes, good morning. Good morning. David's in the house. Good morning. David writes, Junior, remember your vibranium. DeAndre writes, Warner Hills Eagles in the house. Absolutely. Nikki writes, good morning, Junior. Cedric Denson's in the house, and he was one of the hosts, part of the team last night. I thought everybody did a good job. I thought everybody did a very good job in terms of the questions. It in my mind's eye, there's a few things because you never really know. You never really know until you do it one time. And now I've got a whole bunch of other things that I'd like to do and a better idea of it. But in my mind's eye, it went the way that I thought it would. It was very casual. It was very easy. It was fun. It wasn't all stiff, and it seemed like people were relaxed and having a good time. I thought that the questions, from what I could hear, were good questions. And I thought that people that are interested in local politics could get something out of it. And, it was just a good vibe in the move overall. It was a good vibe in the mood, in the room overall. And with CDM, I'm here for that. I'm here. I want to do more of that. Good morning. Welcome to the show.
Nate, what's going on, brother?
Hey, what's going on, brother?
Nothing
Glenn?
much,
Welcome.
man. I want to keep it light, but I'm going to say this without being offensive. But Nate, can I be the last honest man on earth for just like 2 minutes?
Go right ahead.
When it comes to Wesley Snipes and J-Lo, they're actors. They're doing a love scene. Nate, am I wrong for saying that if I'm doing a love scene with J-Lo, I kind of want to grab her ass? I mean, it's J-Lo's booty. We're not talking about like Zoe Saldana or somebody with a little thin ass. I mean, it's J-Lo's booty. And grabbing the booty is part of making love. Am I wrong?
You're slightly wrong. You're slightly wrong, bro. You're slightly wrong right now. Yeah, you are.
You know what I love? I love when you say, I know I'm wrong, but just let me get it out first.
Right.
I know I'm wrong, but but Nate, it's J-Lo's booty. It's part of the scene. He getting his fondle off and sucking on areolas and all that stuff. I mean, he kind of went too far. I could have played it off a little bit better, but I'm definitely grabbing the booty. I said it. I'm booty. And I know being grabbed it a couple of times, but just for GP, and that's it. And she wouldn't have, 30 years later, it's like, hell yeah, Glenn was trying to get his fondle off. No, I was doing my best acting job. That's the way I see it. And it looked authentic. Because I know every brother in the world is saying right now, like, Glenn, I cannot chat or call in and agree with you, but I would have grabbed the booty too, just to see. I mean, put it this way, Nate. You talked about how you were pushed up on by a woman supervisor. Nate, that actually happened to me. And I won't go into the whole long story, but she had a J-Lo booty, Nate, and when it finally broke the ice, we were kind of like, okay, we always wanted to try to do this. Guess what I did? I grabbed it with both hands. Like, I always wanted to grab your ass. And then you're walking around the office, and, I was like, damn, and now it's all mine. Am I wrong, Nate?
I mean, only slightly wrong. Only slightly wrong for telling us this story this morning. Only a little bit.
I did, man. I grabbed it with both hands, like, this what it was? I was like, okay. But I mean, again, I want to be the last honest man on earth and end this Friday on a good note. Have people thinking, so, little food for thought. Hopefully you don't eat too much. Petty peace. I'm out.
I think we got a picture of Glenn in that moment. See this? What the hell? Appreciate that, Glenn. Things just got real uncomfortable. Things just got real uncomfortable. What in the hell? What in the hell? Yo, this ain't why I got into this business, yo. What in the hell? What in the hell? Oh, dear Lord. I got to say my prayers on that. Lord, forgive Glenn for his brash delivery. I got to say my prayers for Glenn. What is he doing? Anthony writes, I'm with G on this one. Depending on the co-star, I think you would try to exploit everything possible. We always say sex and violence sells here in America. The more attractive the woman, the more you want to sell it. I ain't doing that. Oh, man, I'm not doing that. No. David writes, go to commercial now after Glenn. It might be a good time to go to commercial. Damn, Glenn then broke the damn show, man. I cannot condone that. Let's go to the phones. I cannot give you the Nathan Ivey stamp of approval. Good morning. Welcome to the show.
Good morning, Mr. Ivey. It's Friday. I ain't got no job. Oh, that's right. I'm retired. Mr. Ivey, how could you allow that pervert to continue with that misogynist, chauvinistic diatribe about grabbing women's booty. That was disrespectful. That was, I don't even know what to say. But Mr. Ivey, I hear you're going to end the show early today for some well-needed me time. But you know we have started a Friday tradition.
Yes.
So I will get started. Real Clear Politics average of polls for our 46th president, Joseph R. Biden.
Okay.
His overall approval rating average is 43.4. His average approval on the economy, 40.2. His average approval on the immigration crisis, 31.1%. His approval rating on foreign policy, 38.3%. His approval on handling the COVID-19 crisis, 48%. And the last and most important one, the American people feel that under the leadership of Joseph R. Biden, America is headed in the wrong direction by 62.7% of the American people. So, Mr. Ivey, and all of these polls were taken before the debacle that happened in Virginia. And guess what, Mr. Ivey? The party is still divided. They don't want to agree with what happened in Virginia. But we must listen and remember the words of our Vice President, Kamala Black Y'all Harris. Quote, if they do not win Virginia, it will be a direct impact on 2022 and 2024 and moving forward. Those were her words. So desperate Democrats, stay woke, be safe in them streets, and shout out to the Nathan Ivey Show, the #1 podcast in Cincinnati. Drop Squad 52, dropping science to anyone who wants to fact check it. Stay safe in them streets, shoppers. Be good, Mr. Ivey.
I will. Thank you for the call, brother. That's for Drop and Glenn. Now, Glenn, you just know he has something to say to you. You know he has something to say to you. We had a couple people trying to call in. Call me back. I'm just running a one-line operation right now. I may make the investment to ask some more quality lines real soon. Hold on 1 second here. We got another call on the line. Let's go straight to it. Good morning. Welcome to the show.
Yeah, Guy.
Hey, what up, Guy?
Yeah, how you doing this morning?
I'm doing great. Welcome, fam.
It's a good thing you leaving this show early because it's been a straight up zoo for an hour and a half. You know, guys admitting to sexual assaults, guys serenading other guys. Like, what kind of operation are you running here, sir?
I don't know. That's a good question, man. I don't know.
I mean, now, the guy who's admitted to the sexual assault, I mean, he threatened, my stuff for 94 days straight at one point. Am I right or wrong? And y'all made jokes about it.
No, we made jokes about your response to it.
And okay, well, I'm just saying. But I ain't even worried about dude. I have a problem with this homosexual monkey serenading me on the radio. Daryl Erkins, aka Optimus Primate.
Can I say that we're all brothers here?
No,
can I remind that
you cannot.
We're all brothers.
That's fine, but he is what he is. Doing monkey, you do monkey stuff. You want to play monkey games, you're gonna get monkey prizes. That's exactly what he's doing. Why would you take time to serenade another dude? Scientists have a name for him. You know what scientists call a homosexual monkey?
No, I don't.
A chimpanzee. And he sang the wrong songs. He should have sung all his hits. Stop. He should have sung his hits. anything goes when it comes to hoes because chimping ain't easy. Or his Grammy Award-winning song, "It's Hard Out Here for a Chimp." or his Nelly-inspired song, "Chimp Juice." You know,
Why? Why are we doing this, man? Why are we doing this, bro?
Why is he serenading me? Why is he serenading me? Huh? You know what I'm saying? Like, you want the smoke, I'll give you smoke. You know, I've been nice about it. I've asked you to leave me alone, but apparently you won't smoke, so I'm going to give you smoke. You know what I'm saying? It's unnecessary, bro. I'm 5 minutes of your life a day. Why are you so interested in me? Like, that's awful. You know, but listen, J-Lo did sing the N-word on one of them Ja Rule records.
Did she?
Yeah. You know, she's been the most insufferable. Black people lost their career and all she's done is shit on us ever since. You know, try to make it seem like Puffy was this scary dude after he gets into a nightclub shootout. One of them Ja Rule records, like, whatever one of them songs he made with her, she's like, you know, I try to tell them other ends, but they don't hear me, though. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, I think I remember that now. It was a bit of it stirred up a little controversy, right?
Mm-hmm. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? You know, she did that with Puffy, said he was that, then she did that, and then recently she done came out against Spike Lee and Wesley. No, that wasn't her came out against Spike Lee. That was Rosie. That was the other girl.
Rosie O'Donnell, right?
No, not Rosie O'Donnell. Rosie Lopez.
Rosie Perez?
Yeah, Rosie Perez.
Rosie Perez.
Rosie O'Donnell.
Rosie Perez.
That's the white big Frida. But listen. So these people, we launched their careers, and then when they blow up, they turn around and take a big heavy, 10-pound crap on us.
I'm still stuck
like
on
you
the
found
white
for
big
this,
Frida.
J-Lo.
The white big Frida. What the hell, man? We've crossed over.
Well, I mean, I'm just saying, but J-Lo, this is insufferable by you at this point. Like you said, it was a love thing. I can see it. I'm ready for her to say he tried to penetrate. He was just trying to make the scene passionate. Like, come on, lady. Like, what are you talking about? Like, it's foul for you to do that to him. Especially when you got, loose tendencies of what you've done between Alex Rodriguez and Ben Affleck. One broke up with Alex Rodriguez for 17 hours, and you out on a jet with Ben Affleck.
Yeah, with Batman.
You know what I'm saying? Like, yeah. So, like, babe, you need to chill. Like, we call him swing and a miss on this one from J-Lo. Like, I ain't buying it. I ain't buying it at all on what she's trying to do to our brother. But that's all I got. I heard the dude Sarah Davy, and I got miffed. Instantly disgusted, like worse than disgusted. Like, who is this dude? But hey,
it's good seeing you last night, bro.
It was good seeing you last. Man, your brother looked dead on you.
He does. He's like a light
skin. When I walked in, I thought he was you. I was like, Nathan? I was like, nah, Nathan ain't that light. You know what I mean? Like, okay, like, dang. But, like seeing y'all standing next to each other, and then y'all both big behemoths. There's supposed to be two more of y'all. Like, I bet it wasn't a bowl of cereal in the house for about a box of cereal lasted about a day in the house, didn't it?
It wasn't. It wasn't.
You know what I'm saying? So but yeah.
You called that right.
I dig it, man. I'll holler at you next week. Enjoy your time off or whatever, and we'll be back. It's been real.
Almost there. Appreciate it. He is nuts, man. He is nuts. Chimping ain't easy. The white big Frida. To hell. We are brothers and sisters here. We are not enemies. Jesse is right. Fame is crazy. He is. Jada writes, well, can someone come with Wesley's response? I don't think he's responded at this point. If I was Wesley, I'm not even sure if I would respond. I'm not even sure. I mean, I don't know. He might. One last call before we roll. Good morning. Welcome to the show.
Hey, man. This is a nice, refreshing, I'm enjoying this, man. Everybody needs to unwind sometimes. Boy, like hands through the hourglass. Oh my goodness. Hey, so we gonna keep it light, man. Hey, watch the end of the Colin Kaepernick, man. Oh my goodness, that was good.
The end of
That
what?
was good. The Colin Kaepernick show.
Oh yeah, okay, black and white.
Show.
Yeah, you say you watched it all. It was good.
I did, man. Oh, that was inspirational. Good stuff. I like it. That's what I'm talking about. But just we gonna keep it light, man. Today is a great day to have a great day, man. I know you're gonna get your exercise in. I'm trying, and try's a 3-letter word for fail, which means honestly I'm failing. But I'm trying to get into the daily routine of doing what I need to do. You know what I mean? But I tried a vegan lasagna. I don't know if you like lasagna. It's made with real cheese. I will say that. And again, it's packaged food, so I'll say that. So probably a treat for you, Nate. But Bird's Eye got a vegan lasagna, man. And I'm telling you,
yeah,
I enjoyed it.
Yeah.
And I said I'll share it with you. I don't know if you've had it yet, but I said I'll share it with you. It might be a nice little treat for you. Sodium was a little high, and the fat content, of course, saturated fat, a little high, 2.5 grams. So, but it definitely worth as a treat to yourself. You know what I'm saying?
Okay, I'll look into it.
Man, been a great week, man. All kind of greatness has happened this week. And to leave on a really, really great note, one more time, Nathan, give it up for Nathan Ivey. You're making moves, man, and we are all going with you. That's facts. Appreciate you for bringing the platform forward, the first platform of its kind. Undoubtedly won't be the last. This is the model that everyone's going to be, chasing after, bro. And so appreciate you, man, you and your family. Condolences, you already know. And just keep going, man. Be blessed and stay safe.
All right. Thanks for the kind words. You said I like that. It's a great day for it to be a great day. I agree with it. Yeah, I've never made it. I'll tell you one thing about being plant-based that I didn't expect is it's fun to like find little recipes and whip up something that's non-dairy and plant-based. And it turns out good. That's been fun. That's just fun. Matter of fact, this weekend I'm probably gonna practice my vegan macaroni and cheese. You know, we're traveling up to Cleveland to visit the in-laws for Thanksgiving. Everybody's making a dish. It's gonna be a whole thing. And I'm making everybody love mac and cheese, but I can't get with that cheese these days. It's got to be non-dairy. I never made it before, so I'm looking forward to it. I might practice this weekend, serve it up to the wifey if she likes it, give it to the kids, they like it, and I like it, then that'll be my dish. So it's been an unexpected joy. And what I tell people is start with just a little 10-minute walk. Walk 5 minutes in one direction, turn around and come back. Do that every day. Do it before you eat and after you eat, every day. Just start right there. Then as you feel stronger and you get more acclimated, just add 4 or 5 minutes. Before you know it, you'll be doing your 30 minutes in every single day. You know what I'm saying? Boom, there it is. Just start right there. Whole body's going to feel better. Before we roll out of here, though, see, it happens every single time. I love doing this. I don't do this because I have to. I love doing this. I love it, Glenn. Oh, my God. I can't get that out of my head now, Glenn. And he brought up Colin Kaepernick. He's got this new Netflix series called Colin Kaepernick in Black and White. But I'm looking at Brother Torre. And I like Torre, man. I follow his career over the years. And I think he's a smart guy and you can learn a lot. And he's writing a column now for the Griot. And his latest is, check this out. The NFL is unfair to players, but comparing to slavery is intellectually bankrupt. So in that Netflix series that Colin Kaepernick is a part of, he compares the NFL to slavery. And there's a scene in which they juxtapose the NFL combine where they're measuring the players and their muscles and how strong they are and their wingspan. And he juxtapose, or the directors, editors, producers, they juxtapose images of the NFL combine with images of like black men being on the slave block. Now, that ain't the first time I've seen or heard that. There was a brother that wrote a book many years ago called $40 Million Slaves. His name is William Roldan. His friends call him Bill, so I call him William. But I got a chance to talk to him a couple times on the show. Very privileged to talk to him. And he wrote this book over 10 years ago. Matter of fact, it's around here somewhere. Here it is, right here. He wrote this book, $40 Million Slaves, The Rise and Fall and Redemption of the Black Athlete, William Roldan. Worth your time and your money. Let me see when it's actually, I read it cover to cover, preparing for the interview. 2006, he wrote this book. So those kind of critiques are not new. People have been making those critiques between the NFL and the way the NFL, chooses its players and even the way the players deal with. And he wasn't just talking about the NFL. He was talking about the NBA as well. There's a brother named Larry Johnson. Remember him from UNLV, the UNLV Rebels? They had a squad in college. Oh, my God, they had a squad. Larry Johnson went on to have a good career in the NBA. And while he was an NBA player, probably was on the radar screen, Larry Johnson made some comments, some parallels between the NBA and slavery. So that ain't a new critique. Black intellectuals and black athletes have been doing that. Barry Bonds. The reason why the sports media world and the sports owners turned on Barry Bonds is because he was making those comparisons between the way black players are dealt with and slavery. Barry Bonds has never tested positive for any substance ever. I was just watching something the other day. It was a sports channel, and they made a comment about Barry Bonds as if he had tested positive. Barry Bonds has never tested positive for any enhancement. Somebody wrote a book about it saying they had some evidence, but there was no smoking gun. The reason why Barry Bonds was pushed out of the out of Major League Baseball is because of this. He was running his mouth. That's why. You start talking about the ownership and talking about the black players and the differences and how they're being treated and things like that. And they blackballed them. That's what happened with Barry Bonds. It burns me up when I hear people say that about Barry Bonds. Send me a link and show me the evidence where Barry Bonds ever tested positive for any enhancing drugs. He ain't never did that to my knowledge. So this ain't a new critique. And then this should be a part of your library. You should get that. You should probably go over to Half Price Books and pick it up. That's where I would go. Probably get it real cheap if you don't get it somewhere online for the low. It's worth your time. If you like these kind of stuff, the intersection of like sports and politics and race and all that kind of class, check out this book. So that takes us to Torre. He writes, Colin Kaepernick is far from the first person to make that analogy, but the league is obviously 180 degrees away from slavery, writes Torre. Okay. That's fair. That's a brother's opinion. That's fair on some levels. Maybe. I think the difference between that is like slaves didn't get paid and they didn't get paid big bucks. So people are like, well, how are you a slave in any way like a slave and you got 10, 12, 3, 4, 5 million? Let's not even talk about the big contracts. You got $1 million in the bank. You got $2 million in the bank. You're not a debt slave. So how are you a slave? But I think from what I can gather, it's been a long time since I read this book. The argument that they're making is that no matter how much money you have, you still feel indebted to getting more, and that the owners are, while you might have some money, the owners are ultra wealthy, right? And that there's a difference. But I don't know. I'm not going to get too deep into it. I thought it was interesting. I'm going to post a link for you. You can check it out for yourself. You might want to read it over the weekend or today, or I don't know. And maybe we might pop back in. I'm going to reach out to Brother Torre. We'll see what happens. All he can do is say no and see if I can't get him on the show because, like I said, I follow his career over the years and I think highly of what he does. Don't always agree, but you never know. I'll leave you like that. Black lives matter when they can make profits off of them. Look how fast they will drop an amazing black athlete if they challenge the organization and destroy their careers too. Shaking my damn head. You're absolutely correct about that. You get to run in your mouth. Like if you're talking about that, my country, 'tis of thee, sweet lamb of liberty type stuff, and you're a black athlete, oh, you could talk all day. You could talk forever. When you start talking about, well, why doesn't the ownership in these respective NFL cities do more for, to fight against police brutality? Oh boy. Ooh boy. Things get quiet. It's getting weird in here. You're gonna get dropped, right? And that's just how it is, right? Jada writes, the other sports news win is Scottie Pippen going to get over the fact that he is now on the same level as Jordan and never will be, LOL. Yeah, we talked about that yesterday. He said that I did touch upon that. I think two things happened with this Michael Jordan thing. I seen my sister Donnie B, and again, she'll be back soon. I miss her show. I miss talking with Donnie and hearing her talk about what she's reading and hearing that fire and her thoughts about what's going on. I really like the podcast. She plans to be back, but she's got a lot of work. She works hard for her clients in front of her, and she's prioritizing things. And I understand it and accept it 100%. But I do miss her voice in the show, and I told her that. Like I said, everybody around me know exactly how I feel at all times. I don't spare my thoughts, whether it is good or if you want to call it bad. I don't really think it's bad. And I appreciate that. I appreciate being around people that let me know exactly how they feel at all times. I appreciate that. Even if it's something that challenges me, I don't have no problem with that. I have no problem with it. So I'm looking forward to her coming back, and then we're going to build it up. We're going to bring that show back even better. The Is It Just Me podcast coming back with a new look. And some new elements we're going to add to it. So I'm looking forward to that. Looking forward to it. But I saw she posted about this, and her opinion was something like, Scottie, you're not the GOAT and things like that. I'm going to tell you this again. Michael Jordan is the GOAT of his era. And LeBron James is the GOAT of his era. Right? It's just how it is. Kareem Abdul-Jabbar was the GOAT of his era. It's just an era type of thing with the rules changes and the advances in athleticism and medical science. But Michael Jordan couldn't win a damn championship and never won a championship without Scottie Pippen. How do we know? Because he never did. He didn't win before Scottie got there. And when they broke up and Scottie went his separate ways and Michael came back out of retirement, was playing for the Wizards, he didn't win a damn thing. Basketball is a team sport. I don't care how good one man is. No one man on a professional level is going to beat 5 other professionals. It's never going to happen. It's impossible. It is impossible. And people act like Michael Jordan was walking on water. He was a supreme athlete with a supreme mental. And those two things came together and we saw Air Jordan. But no one man in the NBA is ever going to beat a whole nother team comprised of grown men, athletes who are physically on the same level. All those athletes are on the same level. Like Michael Jordan was cut differently. He was like the prototype, right? He was the missing link from the old NBA to the new age of athletes and their athleticism. That's why he was able to dominate. What he did back in that playoff game with the Celtics when he was going between the legs and crossing everybody. If you go look at just the body, look at his body type and look at the bodies of those Celtics, different level. He was just cut from a different mold. But he didn't win a damn thing by himself. Everybody act like Jordan was out there winning by himself. No one man in the NBA is ever going to beat 5 other players by themselves. It is physically impossible. Jordan needed Pippen, and Pippen needed Jordan, period. And if you doubt that, then look at the facts. Before Pippen got there and ascended and got his confidence, they didn't win a damn thing. And after they broke up and Jordan was with the Wizards, they had all kind of players. He didn't win a damn thing because it's teamwork that makes the dream work. Teamwork, but that's just the way our culture is. We got to rise this one person, right? Especially when it comes to athletes and black folks. We don't like to, it's something about us, man. It's the same thing in hip hop where you don't see the rise of a lot of these groups. We love to just give props to one person, but that's teamwork. The Bulls won 3-peat. You don't 3-peat with no damn one person. Kobe Bryant, as good as he was, he didn't win a damn thing until Pau Gasol got there. Teamwork makes the dream work. On that level, everybody is a supreme athlete. Everybody is talented. The difference is the mental and the chemistry and working together. That's the difference. You go to the NBA today, everybody in the NBA can jump out the gym. Every last one of them is a supreme athlete. Every last one of them. All of them. Every last one of them can do things that you and I could ever dream of. All of them. The difference is their mental and teamwork, the chemistry, how they work together. And so when I hear people say like shitting on Scotty, don't shit on Scotty the same way. Was a prototype, 6'9" with handles and muscles. He was like the Greek freak way before the Greek freak. Only he had better handles and played better defense. He was another missing link. And when people look at those teams that Michael Jordan was on, you had Dennis Rodman. Dennis Rodman's one of the best NBA players ever of all time. Of all time. I mean, Dennis Rodman is the only man who held down Shaq. He held him down, muscle to muscle, and was outweighed and out height. You know what I'm saying? You're talking about supreme athletes. You know, Dennis Rodman was not just another player. He was the best of the best of the best at his position and underside. He had mental. And go look at the Last Dance and look at his body. Muscle. Muscle on muscle on muscle on muscle. We're talking about supreme athletes. So that's the reason why they three-peated. They needed all. And then you have Phil Jackson, the winningest coach of all time. So Michael Jordan didn't do a damn thing by himself. He had the best of the best around him. And that's why they were able to three-peat. I'm not taking anything away from Jordan, but I think people give way too much to him because of the mythology and the way that we do our sports culture and the way that we look at him and Air Jordan and all this kind of stuff. And then he had attitude. And attitude is always rewarded in our culture. You got a strong attitude. You got a Mamba attitude. He had a Mamba attitude before we called it Mamba attitude. In our sports culture, that is valued. That's the reason why Dwight Howard is not on the 75th anniversary team. He should be, but people don't look at him as having that killer mentality, so they think less of him. So people that have it, we think more of them than perhaps we really should. So that's all I'll say. Is Michael the GOAT of his era? Absolutely. But he doesn't win any championships without Scottie Pippen. None. That first championship, it was Scottie Pippen that locked down Magic Johnson. Not Air Jordan. It was Scottie Pippen that locked him up. Scottie Pippen was one of the best defensive players of his era. Then he got Tony Kukoc. He was the best player from overseas of his era. He was the Michael Jordan of his league. They had the best of the best of the best of almost damn near every position. Then they had the best coach in mind. Of course they're going to win championships. So I'm just giving you another way of looking at it. That's how I look at it. Teamwork makes the dream work. No one man, I'll say it again. Anybody here play basketball? Ain't no one. I ain't talking about playing at the Friars Club or playing pickup. That's different. On a professional level, where everybody was the best on their team, everybody was a star in college, everybody's supreme athlete, everybody got 3% body fat, everybody been working out for 10, 15 years, everybody got confidence, everybody out here like the 300. When you in that kind of scenario, the difference is your mental. And in terms of the team, the difference is your cohesion, right? Can you work together? Do you have intelligent players? They had intelligent players, and Michael Jordan was the alpha, and so, he gets the cream. But any basketball players out there, somebody back me up on this. You know what I'm saying? Jordan is the GOAT for his era. Michael Jordan needed Scottie. So don't ish on Scottie. They are forever linked. So I don't know. I hope those brothers work it out, man. This seems like, Scottie's got some problems. My issue, I'll say it again, with The Last Dance, I thought it was a lot of fun, but there's no mention of his wife. There's no mention of his wife that's holding down the home and taking care of the children. You can't go out here and be great if your home life ain't together. It's impossible. You are not going to be able to be your great self if your home life is not together and you got children. What they have, like three children, 2 boys and a girl? You got 3 children. They all young. Your wife at home holding it down, making sure that the house is together. That gives you peace of mind to go out there and be great. I just thought he should have put her more in the documentary. If it was me, I'd have put, no matter how I felt, I would have made sure that, I guess that'd be the ex-wifey. I'd have made sure the ex-wifey got her props. That's just me. But I'll leave you like that. Thank you so much for being here. TNT writes, everybody depended on Jordan to score. But if you go back, and again, if you go back, when Phil Jackson came in, he came up with the triangle offense, which did what? It took the ball out of Michael's hands. I don't care how good you are. If I'm playing basketball and I know where the ball is going, then the defense always has an advantage. And that's why the Detroit Pistons was able to beat them. They weren't playing enough team ball. When they start moving that ball around, because the ball moves faster than the human feet can. You can't keep up with the ball. You can't run faster than I can throw the ball. You can't do it. But if you're just going to keep throwing the ball to Jordan, cool. Give it to him. You're going to have to hit some difficult shots. And that's why Detroit beat them every year for those 2 or 3 years. When they changed up the mental, changed up the game plan, start playing more team ball, what happened? They start winning. So people need to look at that differently. The teamwork makes the dream work. Teamwork makes the dream work. But I'll leave you like that. I can go on for days and days. It's almost 9:00. Thank you so much for being here. Before we roll out, I'll get another word from today's sponsor, the folks over at the Ohio State of Emergency. Just give them just a minute of your time, and then check out their website. We'll be right back.
Can't sleep.
It's hard to pay attention in school.
I say mean things.
I keep getting in trouble.
I bully other kids.
I'm just scared.
No one sees my pain.
Sometimes I want to die.
So many of our children are facing trauma, but instead of seeing their pain and fear, we're labeling them bad, troubled, delinquent, or criminal. Let's look beyond their behaviors. Let's get them the help they need by helping them address the trauma they're facing.
Help me feel safe.
See me for more than my behaviors.
Understand that my actions are how I communicate my fears.
For more information, visit www.ohiostateofemergency.com. That's ohiostateofemergency.com.
ohiostateofemergency.com. And our friends over at Renew Community Church are the sponsor behind that. They 100% support the work that they're doing over there. Shout out to Ron Hummons and his team. And again, if you're hearing that or seeing that for the first time, go to their website. Check it out. Sometime this weekend. Just tap into it and then read for yourself. And then you tell me whether you think that you agree with it, it was worthy or not. Like I said, it could be an opportunity for you to be a part of something as they build out their movement. From what I understand, I'm no expert. From what I understand, I will 100% support it. I think it's critical work, and it's a different way of looking at the issues that we see in the headlines and the issues that are confronting our community. Okay, so check them out. With that, my friends, I got to make a move. Have an excellent Friday. Have an excellent weekend. Hopefully, you get a chance to unplug from the matrix, relax a little bit. Take care of yourself and your family. To my creatives out there, stay creative. To my entrepreneurs out there, stay on your grind. You know what I'm saying? I want to send you nothing but positive energy. Have an excellent day. And remember our motto. Winners focus on winning. And losers focus on winners. So stay focused and stay winning. And we'll talk real soon. Until next time, I'm Nathan Ivey, and I'm out.
Yeah, talking to my mirror like I love you so much. Curving on my critics like I heard you, so what? You can't kill my confidence, I think I'm the man. Tally all the I ever gave on my head. Lately I've been living like I can't take a loss. They ain't wanna help me, that's what made me a boss. You can't kill my confidence, I think I'm the man. We don't give a that's what they don't understand. I'm back again.
skiing like flu season. I broke records while loose leafing. I'm coming down my roof, leaving. Don't give a fuck, I don't care. Did the for my lonesome. No wonder now I'm on one. No shortcuts on that long run. All I really want is my share. Get him, I got him, I told him it's nothing. In the discussion, for them feelings, I throw all my pain on percussion. It's disgusting. I hear them bragging about that they did, and it do not move me, not in the least. They ain't been dropping no seeds in the soil, but swear that you all my spot at the feast. I've been on go mode, showboat, rowboat, wave ride. Cool shorty, too naughty, pool party, wet for the face ride. Annie up, penny down, hand me down, thrift store, old drip. New money, too funny, old shorty, talk about old. I'm on they now, can't get a pass now. I'm a cash cow, keeping it brash now. It's trash now, I'ma spaz out. I've been killing my lows and living on highs. You see in the skies the proof. You could just see